Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. You are watching YouTube and Facebook channels of Professor Dr. Rizwan Jamil Qureshi. Welcome to the lecture number 22 of Software Design Patterns course. Our next pattern is flyweight design pattern. An objective of flyweight design pattern is to reduce the number of objects created and decrease the memory usage and to increase the performance of our application. So reuse existing similar objects by storing them in the cache, and new objects are only created when no matching object is found. Motivation of flyweight design pattern. Web browser uses flyweight technique to prevent loading same images twice. For example, browser loads some image, it is stored in the cache, and when the same image is trying to load, it is stopped, and new image is only loaded when it is unique. So unique data is only loaded. In this way, flyweight pattern increase the performance of application, efficiency of the application, and save the resources of the computer. So we have shape interface. We have circle class implements the shape interface, and we have shape factory creates the circle and then to access the interface, and we have the main. So shape.java is our first example. Public interface shape, void draw method, we close the shape. Circle.java, public class circle implements shape, string color, int x, int y, int radius. Then the constructor circle, string color, this dot color is equal to color. Then set x, int x, this dot x is equal to x. Public void, set y, int y, this dot y is equal to y. Public void set radius, int radius, this dot radius is equal to radius. Then we override draw method from our shape interface. Public void draw, system.out.print, circle draw, color x, y, and the radius. Then we have shape factory .java. So import java.utility.hash map, and then we have public class shape factory, private static final hash map, string shape, circle map is equal to new hash map. So I am using a hash map array list which store items in the pairs, in key value pairs. So you can access them by an indexing of another type, for example string. And then public static shape get circle, string circle, circle circle, and circle map dot get color color. If circle is equal to null, circle is equal to new circle color, circle map dot put color circle, system dot out dot print, creating circle of color, the color return circle, and we close the class. Then we have our flyweight pattern demo.java, the main, public class flyweight pattern demo, private static final, string colors, red, green, blue, white, black. Public static void main string arguments for int I is equal to 0, I less than 20, increment, circle, circle, circle shape factory dot get circle, get random color, circle dot set x, get random x, circle dot set y, get random y, circle dot set radius 100, circle dot draw. And then private static string get random color, return color int math dot random, multiply by colors dot length. Private static int get random x, return int math dot random, multiply by 100. Private static int get random y, return int math dot random, multiply by 100, and we close the class. This is our expected output, creating circle of color black, draw color black, and then green, and then white, and then red, and then green, and white and blue, showing the output that draw color black x36, y71, radius 100, and then for green color green x27, y27, 100, and then white x64, y is equal to 10, radius 100, and then red, and then blue, and then continuing. Applicability of flyweight pattern. When an application uses a large number of objects, storage costs are high. Most object state can be made extrinsic. Many group of objects may be replaced by relatively few shared objects once extrinsic state is removed. Flyweight pattern consequences. Reduce memory usage by sharing similar objects rather than creating new ones. Our next pattern is proxy design pattern. So proxy means an object representing another object. According to the Gang of Four, Proxy pattern provides the control for accessing the original object. So we can perform many functions like hide the implementation details of original object and on-demand loading, etc. It is also known as surrogate or placeholder. So proxy concept is like call by value. In the call by value, we only provide the copy and we preserve the original value. And then the user will interact only with the copy, and it's like in the database we have rollback, so we preserve the original value if the user will enter rollback. And the call by reference, we provide the actual memory address, so actual data is changed. Like when we apply for some job in a company, submit our application with the photocopy of our credentials, our transcripts, our degrees. We don't submit actual degrees, actual transcripts, and at the time of signing the contract we show the original degree. So that's the concept for the call by value and the call by reference. And surrogate is like we have surrogate mother. Surrogate concept is for those couples which cannot have baby and their wives have some problem, and you want to have baby using a surrogate mother and you pay them for the surrogation. So that's the concept of proxy pattern. Proxy pattern is used when we want to preserve the actual object and we want to have proxy like the proxy server, and we don't allow the user to access the main server, and user will access the proxy. Similarly, for the proxy pattern, we preserve the actual object or subject and the user will deal with the proxy. So that means the actual subject is hidden behind the proxy. It provides the protection to the original object from the outside world. So we have virtual proxy, like a situation in which we have large image and there are multiple databases are there. So you want to extract the huge size image, so you have proxy pattern which create multiple proxies and point to the huge size memory consuming object for the further processing. The real object gets created only once when a client requests, and after that we just refer to the proxy to reuse the object. This avoids duplication of the object and the data, hence save the memory and the resources. It can be used in the protective proxy scenario as well, when we have the authorization layer like we have proxy server. So user will interact with the proxy server and not with the actual server. So we can block such websites or content which is not valid or not authorized to access, and annoying content. It acts as an authorization layer to verify whether the user is the authorized user or not, and then you want to have only such content or the websites which are valid and which are allowed the user to access, and remaining sites which are like irritating or annoying websites, such content which is harmful for the user, and that can be blocked. We can use it for remote proxy, like in Corba we have ideal at the client side, we have ideal at the server side, interface definition language and API is there. So at the client side, this ideal is called stub, and at the server side it's called skeleton, and we use a procedure, it's called remote procedure call, to call the data, method, object or function from one application to another. So the client application has also ideal stub and server application also has ideal interface, the skeleton. So when client requests some data, it passes to the ideal, then it will go over the network and it reach to the ideal which is the skeleton at the server side, and then from the ideal it reach to the server application. Then server application will respond, it will again go to the ideal of which is the skeleton to the over the network, it will reach to the ideal stub of the client side, and client will receive the data, function, method or object. So that is called the remote proxy concept. Then you have smart proxy, like in case of security of databases or web browsers, you see a lock. So this lock is called as a smart proxy scenario when you want to provide additional layer of security. So like you have digital certificate, you have HTTPS, secure hypertext transfer protocol. So to check whether the real object is locked or not, before accessing it. So no other object can change or penetrate. So hacker cannot access the data. So we have smart proxy. So these are the main types of proxy examples. We have the UML, we have client, we have proxy, and we have the real subject. So we have three contents: subject, it's an interface which exposes the functionality. We have the real subject, is a class implementing subject, and it's a concrete implementation, whereas proxy, which hides the real object by extending it, and client communicate to the real object via the proxy object. Vue framework creates proxy objects when client requests for the real object. These are the main contents of proxy pattern. Another example, like we have check, we have draft, we have pay order. So the check, draft, or pay order is not the actual money, but we can use it as a proxy to, and we deposit check or draft or pay order to the bank, and then it is transferred to our account, the actual money. So the actual, or we can use it as a cash. It's not cash, but it can be used as a proxy to have cash. So check or bank draft is a proxy for funds. So check can be used in place of cash for making purchases and ultimately control access to the cash. Or we have credit card, or we have the debit card. They are not check, they are not cash, but we can use them as a proxy replacement of the cash. So we have shape, we have circle, we have rectangle. Example number one of proxy, and then we have the main. So shape.java, public interface shape, public void display. So we have display method. Circle.java, public class circle, implements shape, override display from the shape interface. System.out.print, circle class acts as its real subject. We close the display method, we close the class. Then we have rectangle.java, public class rectangle, extends circle, public void display. System.out.print, the rectangle child class acts as proxy. Super.display, we close the display method, we close the circle class. You have demo, main, public class demo example, public static void main string arguments, rectangle shape, new rectangle, shape.display, we close the main, we close the class. This is our expected output. The rectangle child class acts as proxy, the circle class acts as a real subject. Example 2, we have pizza interface, pizza subject, proxy pizza, and we have the main. So pizza.java is our first interface, public interface pizza, public void name, public void size, public void price. Pizza subject implements pizza interface. So pizza subject.java, pizza subject implements pizza. We override name, size, price from our interface pizza. So public void name, system.out.print, veg pizza is available, size in a standard size, and price in Saudi Riyal. Price method, system.out.print 150 Riyal, and we close the price method, we close the pizza subject class. Then you have proxy pizza, public class proxy pizza extends pizza subject, public void name, super.name, public void size, super.size, public void price, super.price, and we close the price method, we close the proxy pizza class. This is our proxy design pattern demo. The main, public class proxy design pattern demo, public static void main string arguments, proxy pizza, the pp object, new proxy pizza, pp.name, pp.size, pp.price, we close the main, we close the class. This is the expected output. Veg pizza is available in a standard size and price in Saudi Riyal is 150. Applicability, a virtual proxy creates expensive objects on demand. A protection proxy controls access to the original object. A remote proxy provides a local representative for an object in a different address space. Consequences, proxy pattern introduce a level of indirection when accessing an object. A remote proxy hides the implementation details. A virtual proxy can perform optimization such as creating of an object on demand. Both protection proxies and smart references allow additional management tasks when an object is accessed. So that is about the proxy design pattern. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you. Assalamu alaikum.